Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emma. Here we talk about motherhood, homeschool, and lifestyle. I have an 8-year-old boy, and today I want to bring you mistakes that I have done while homeschooling. Stay tuned. Hi guys, so today I want to bring you the biggest mistakes I have made so far homeschooling. And I just want to jump right in. The first one is not having the time to deschooling. Deschooling is a big mistake for me. I think that I should took the time to deschool my son and actually deschooling myself as well. I am a product from a public school. I spent my study days when I was little at a public school. So I have, when you are doing homeschool, you come from public school, you tend to bring whatever you learn at a public school and whatever your kid took from public school to your homeschool. So taking the time for deschooling is actually very important, and I regret completely that I didn't. Actually, that's why I took it as a the first example, because I think that it was very important. It's a necessity for you to deschool if you're going to start your homeschool journey. I think it's very, very important to try to take whatever routine you have from the system, from the public school, so you don't bring that to the home. Okay, the next step, and sorry that I'm looking up and down, is because I have notes in here. The next one that I will say will be buying too much curriculum. Something that I noticed from us homeschool moms is that we tend to see other homeschool moms that have it all, at least for us, have it all together, and we tend to feel a little bit of a envy, and we want to get the same type of curriculum. We see that it works for them, and we immediately think that it's gonna work for us as well. And sometimes, yes, it happens like that, and sometimes it doesn't. And we like to collect books and curriculums. We like to try to new curriculums and new books. And I understand we as moms want what is best for our kids, so we tend to overbuy stuff. And I think that's one of our mistakes as well, and probably that's why we feel like so overwhelmed. And that's how it comes, the actually the what we call mommy burnout, is because we get so into the buying curriculums, buying books. We see other people, and we see it works for them, and we want to try that as well. We want the best for our kids, so we kind of tend to get into that habit of purchasing books, and it gets you overwhelmed at some point. Sometimes you don't even get to all those books in that period of year. So I think it is very important, if you are a new homeschool mom, that you at least try first whatever you can obviously get free, and see how it works, and then move on little by little from there. Remember that you want to make homeschool easy, not only for your child but as well for you, and that way you don't suffer from those mommy burnouts that you are going to suffer at some point while you're doing homeschool. Just because if you're new in this, and even for us homeschool moms that are been homeschooling for a while, it's still, that can happen. Believe me, that still happens. Okay, next one is not giving a chance to look really what you guys are into. Let me explain that. What I mean by that is what your child is interested in, or what are you interested in. So sometimes we, as I say, we tend to get to this mind, and we see other moms doing certain things, and we want to do the same thing. And sometimes just because it works for them, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work for you. And that creates these type of troubles at home, because it is not the same. You're trying to adjust something that you see works for somebody else into your homeschool. And sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes your kid is interested in something completely different, and that had happened to us as well. Sometimes I see something that a mom is doing and I feel like, oh, that's gonna work for us, I'm pretty sure. And then when I do it, he's not interested in. And yes, it breaks my heart, let me tell you, because I feel like I'm so excited to try it with him. And then I realize that sometimes we need to take the time to actually ask them what they like, what they enjoy, what they are interested in learning. And I think we take a lot of pressure from us when we do that. Okay, and I think scheduling too much is a killer. It's really a killer, and I think it's something that creates that mommy burnout as well. We want everything perfect, we want everything organized, we want everything in a certain order. And I speak for myself, I want things sometimes in certain order, or in certain way, and it's not always going to happen like that, especially if you're a mom that, as I, work outside, and it's a little bit difficult. You have to give you room to play the subjects. You have to give room when he doesn't want to do homeschooling. You have to give room when you are not in the mood to do homeschooling. It is very important. I participate in some homeschool groups, and I suggest you to do it as well, just because you're gonna have people there that shares the same opinions, or that shares similarities, and that has the same type of conversation about homeschooling. It's difficult to talk with somebody that doesn't have the experience of homeschooling than talking to somebody that actually shares the same journey with you. So I will say that scheduling sometimes can be a killer. A routine, I will say it is helpful, and at the same time it's not. Some people tend to get in this routine as well. Everything has to be by that. And I think that's a killer as well, because you need some spontaneity in your homeschool. You need to give room for some spontaneity. You need to give room for things to happen without being planned, without being scheduled. And it is very important, not only for the child but for you as well. We tend to plan everything, schedule everything. I don't know if you noticed in my previous video, I play a lot with the subjects. I try to change a little bit things around just to get us out of that routine, so it's not so much of a monotony. I think that is a killer for your homeschool, when you tend to get too much in this routine, and it becomes so much of a monotony that it just, you need to take a break from it. It's too much for you to handle at the moment. And when we expect so much from our kids, we see that this program or this curriculum is working so well for other kids, and we try to make that pressure in our kids. That as well is something that is not very helpful in your homeschool. I think those are my biggest mistakes so far. I have done all of that, and I think that creating this video will be helpful for somebody else that is starting as a homeschool mom or homeschool dad. It is very important to know that you can just take things slow. You don't need to be in a hurry. Believe me, taking time to deschool your child, to have that time, that break, to get to know each other, know the way that your kid learns, get to know the way you like to teach, get to know the way you learn. It is very important, and believe me, it's going to save you a lot of tears at the beginning of your homeschool journey. So I hope this video is helpful. If it is, please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.